Hello folks, shintigercurl here, that dude in the straw hat, bringing you yet another awesome video. It's Sunday night. You know what that means. Time for some pay-per-view. We got Elimination Chamber tonight, coming to you live from Corpus Christi, Texas. And it's not flooded down there, so yeah. And by the way, I just took my own advice. I took notes. So, let's get started. In case I'll just leave it over here in case I forget something. The kickoff show had, but as the opener match, Zack Ryder versus the bizarre one, Stardust. This was an okay match to get the crowd warmed up and all, and it ended with Stardust winning. Not much you can say there, so it was okay. It's a starter show. I mean, it's a kickoff show. It's like Sunday Night Heat back in the day. It's just there to get you warmed up. Also, we also get a impromptu interview for Miz TV between The Miz and Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan there, of course, to award the Intercontinental title to the winner of the Elimination Chamber match tonight. Of course, Miz, being an asshat, gets in Daniel Bryan's face, and he calls in the Meta Powers, Macho Mandow and Axelmania. And it was a funny little segment. I enjoyed it. So, we're moving on. First match of the card, the first of the two Elimination Chamber matches. For the first time ever, the WWE Tag Team titles are defended inside the Elimination Chamber. We've got 6 teams in order of their introduction. We have the primetime players, Titus O'Neil and Darren Young, Fernando and I can't remember his other name, Los Matadores with El Torito, the Masters of the Universe, Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, the Douche Day, or that's what I call them, the New Day, but I call them the Douche Day, Big E, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods. Keynote, Kane had ordered that all 3 members of the Douche Day are allowed to participate in this event, all in the same pod. And starting us off, the first 2 teams would be Connor and Victor the Ascension, and Kalisto and Sin Cara the Lucha Dragons. This was a fantastic Elimination Chamber match. A lot of people were expecting a clusterfuck. I was expecting a car crash. It was an awesome, awesome little event. It made all the teams look good, especially the Ascension. They did the first 2 eliminations by eliminating the Matadors and the Lucha Dragons. The Lucha Dragons, Kalisto does an impressive spot off the very top of the cage. So there's that. But yeah, the Ascension would be knocked out next by the Masters of the Unit. By I'm trying to figure out. I think either the Masters or the Primetime Players took them out. But the Masters will be taken out by the Primetime Players, and the Douche Day would come in and have an impressive 3-on-2 match with the Primetime Players. They showed a lot of the Douche Day showed off a lot of viciousness that I liked out of this group. Now they're a heel team, and Titus O'Neil was brutal tonight. Woo! Who put sugar in his coffee? Who put so much sugar in his coffee? But nonetheless, like them or not, the Douche Day retain. Like I said, this was an excellent tag for the first time. Well, it's an excellent match. I mean, considering it's the first time we've ever had a tag team Elimination Chamber match. So all the teams look good. I liked it. Next up, Nikki Bella defends her title in a triple threat match against Paige and Naomi. This was an okay match. I'm not going to shit on it and say it was bad, but it was an okay match. That's all I have to say, because, well, after you've seen Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks at NXT TakeOver Unstoppable, kind of makes the main roster look shitty again. This was an okay match. I would have said good match, except Naomi once again. Why do you use the rear view? I hate the rear view. I hate it so much. You need to stop using it. It is an embarrassing move. You should be embarrassed to do it. You're supposed to be a dark heel. Dark heels don't use the moves where you just hit people with your butts. Nevertheless, Nikki was able to retain. Like I said, it was an okay match. And now, the most anticipated match of the card. The match everyone has been wanting to see, aside from the main event. Champion versus champion. John Cena, the US champion. Kevin Owens, the NXT champion. If you told me 2 years ago that Kevin Steen, the Antichrist of professional wrestling, Mr. Wrestling himself, that his debut pay-per-view match for a WWE event would be against John Cena, I call bullshit. I'd say you need to lay off the drugs. Cocaine is a hell of a drug, but you don't need to be watching it with wrestling. This was not only the match of the night, this is a candidate for match of the fucking year. For people out there who say John Cena does not put over talent, after seeing this match, you really need to shut the fuck up. Because this was a fantastic match. Kevin Owens looked every bit as much as the unstoppable killing machine that we know him to be. He was pulling out moves I never thought I'd see from him. At one point, he even almost pulled out the package pile driver. He went through the motions and then turned it into a kind of side effect slam or something. And he just took Cena to task. This was like a 30-minute, beautifully told match of the seasoned veteran versus the young upstart. And I was expecting Cena to win this one. But in a move that I both love that they're allowing to do this, and I can respect John Cena probably even more so than I do now, Kevin Owens wins with a pop-up powerbomb. This goes, let me say this. Kevin Owens is now the man. Since he debuted back in December, he has been on a tear. And it just goes to show you that the WWE creative, as well as Triple H, mostly Triple H, has so much faith in this guy, regardless of the fact that he doesn't look like your standard WWE cookie cutter guy. He doesn't have a chiseled physique, and he doesn't have some kind of fucked up phrase or stupid ass gimmick. He's Kevin fucking Owens. He gets in the ring, he beats the shit out of people. He says what he means, and he means what he says. He said he was going to beat Sami Zayn within an inch of his life. He did that twice. He said that he was going to make Alex Riley regret getting back in the ring. He did so. He defended his title 3 times in one night. And Solomon Crowe had the audacity last week on NXT to try to fuck with him. He beat the shit out of him too. And so John Cena said that Kevin Owens knows how to pick a fight. So let's see if he can finish it. Kevin Owens picked the fight with the biggest, baddest monster in the entire yard. He's basically like a new fish walking into a penitentiary, seeing ask who's the biggest, baddest motherfucker in here. And they point to John Cena on a workout bench. And Kevin Owens went over there, stole him in the face, and said, "My yard now, bitch, my yard." That's what Kevin Owens did tonight. He picked the fight with the face of the WWE. Regardless of what Randy Orton or the Authority or Seth Rollins says, John Cena is the face of this company. Regardless of what you think, John Cena is the face of the company. Kevin Owens picked a fight with him and beat him and cut an awesome promo on John Cena. So yeah, Kevin Owens has arrived. This is his yard now, and somewhere out there in the wilds of Africa, feasting on the corpse of a lion, a rhino, a cheetah, and a hyena, Brock Lesnar is smiling. Sorry. Just trying, it's a little out of focus. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what the problem is. I'll have to fix that later. But yeah, best match on the fucking card, bar none. You can. I'm gonna say this. I'm gushing about this. I've been gushing about it for the last 4 minutes. It was that damn good of a match, and you could watch. You don't have to watch the entire pay-per-view. The pay-per-view is solid enough. You could just watch Owens versus Cena and just be satisfied with that. That'll be like, that's it. I'm done. I don't need to watch no more. Click. Let's watch some porn or something. But yeah, Kevin Owens, you're the man now. Next up, Bo Dallas versus Neville. Grudge match. I pity these two because they had to follow that match that we saw. This was a good match. Don't get me wrong. Bo Dallas and Neville are very, very talented, and it is shown in this match. It was very, very good. Had good psychology, good moves. It was just good all around. The problem was it followed Cena. That is its only flaw. It followed Cena Owens. That's probably the flaw of the entire rest of the show. It followed Cena Owens. Yeah, it was a good match. Next up, Intercontinental Elimination Chamber match. Point of order, it was revealed earlier tonight that Rusev would not be participating in this event because on SmackDown during his match with Ryback, he broke his foot, I believe, his right foot. So he was not medically cleared. So they had to find a replacement. Who the replacement would be? None other than Mark Henry. So, in the order that they came out, Mark Henry, the Celtic Warrior Sheamus, R-Truth, Ryback, King Barrett, and Dolph Ziggler. Now, this was the weaker of the two Elimination Chamber matches. I didn't like the pacing. It felt slower and a lot less interesting than the first match, and it just seemed prodding in places. Like, a few times the guys were just staying around not knowing what to do. While in the tag team Elimination Chamber match, everyone knew what they were doing and they kept the action moving. This just seemed too slow and the pacing just felt off. It was okay for what it was. Order of eliminations, Barrett was eliminated first, followed by Truth. Mark Henry was eliminated by Sheamus and Dolph Ziggler. But finally, winner of the match, Ryback. Ha! Who would you? Thought you was going to say Sheamus. Nope. It was Ryback. This is Ryback's first strap. It's his first singles title after being in the WWE for more than 2 years. So, and the title was presented to him by Daniel Bryan, who was at ringside, who said he was going to present the title. And of course, good for Ryback. He kind of deserves it. He deserves a single strap. Main event time. Dean Ambrose challenges Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight title. Now, I'm going to reference my boy Spoonie here. Say that as far as when you compare Kevin Owens with Seth Rollins as to who the better heel champion is, after tonight it's Kevin Owens. Because I know how good Seth Rollins is. Everyone knows that he is a marvel in the ring. The problem is he's too protected. And that was just my tag going off. He's too protected. He's got J&J security. He's got Kane. He's got the Authority. Had the Big Show, but he's not coming back. Hold on. But yeah, he's too protected. You can't have a good match with him. You can't really enjoy a good match with him if there's constant interference. Kevin Owens, on the other hand, he does that. He beats ass by himself. He doesn't need anyone else. He doesn't want anyone else. He just comes in there, says he's going to beat your ass, and then you can't be surprised that he beats your ass. But yeah, this was a fantastic matchup. Ambrose, of course, I love Titty Master, and Rollins have great chemistry together. The parts I didn't like was J&J security and Kane constantly interfering with it that took away a little bit of the enjoyment for the match. I came to expect it because of how Seth Rollins is portrayed and booked as a heel champion. I just didn't like it in this regard. It's okay for certain other people, but not okay in when he's in the ring with someone he can legitimately go with, like Randy Orton or John Cena or Dean Ambrose. This is a nice brutal matchup. It's nice that they work together so much that Seth knows how well he can just take it to him. Now the ending, I may need to marinate on it because right now it's still fresh. But okay, here's how it did. Dean takes out J&J Security and Kane. So he's on the ropes getting ready to do a flying drop kick on Seth. Seth pulls the ref in the way, and they both get taken out. So we know shenanigans are coming. So he attempts to go for the pedigree. Ambrose powers out, goes for Dirty Deed, pins him. Another ref runs out. 1, 2, 3. Titty Master's the new world champion. I was excited, but I was holding back because I felt shenanigans were coming, like someone's going to pull the rug out from it. The bottom is going to fall out. I didn't want to get hyped up. I wasn't going to wait. I was going to wait until the credits rolled until I was absolutely sure. Then the first referee gets up and he tells the second referee, "Hey, Seth Rollins was a dick. He pulled me in front." And they were conferring. He's like, "Did he do that?" Okay. Goes to Lillian and says, "The winner of the match is Dean Ambrose, but only by disqualification." And as you know, unless you're in WCW or NWA, the world title does not change hands via disqualification. So while Dean technically won the match, see, look, I have it right here. It's backwards, but you can see Dean won. He is the champion. So he grabs those, he keeps hold of the belt. He gets jumped by J&J Security, Seth Rollins, and Kane until his boy Roman Reigns comes out, lays everybody out, and then he's just like, "I won the match, so I'm champ. I'm taking it." Champs buying beers, and they burn out, which is typical what Ambrose does. So like I said, I'm not sure how I feel about this. On one hand, I'm glad that Dean won, but on the other hand, I hate the way that it happened because it feels so overly booked. That may change come tomorrow night, but I kind of don't like how that ended. It was a great match, but the shenanigans and stuff just kind of... After Cena Owens, this kind of just took me out of it. So yeah, that was Elimination Chamber. My thoughts? It was a solid pay-per-view. The tag Elimination Chamber match wasn't as big a clusterfuck as I thought. Divas match was okay. Cena Owens, you already know. World title match, I already gave my thoughts on it. And the IC Elimination Chamber match just felt slow and felt flat. So yeah, it's good. But if you really want to get some enjoyment out of it, just watch Cena Owens. That's all you need to do. Watch Cena Owens, then turn to something else. That's it. Cena Owens, that's it. So, that's my video. If you like what you see, link, comment, subscribe below. Got any questions, comments, or just want to talk about Cena Owens? It's right there. Cena Owens. Leave it below. Or if you just want to support, like I said, you don't even need to talk about it. Just say Cena Owens in the comment section. You don't need to say nothing else. Just say Cena Owens. I'll get it for you. If you say Cena Owens, you get a cookie. But if you also want to support the stream, support the chat, support the video, just click on an advertisement or two. They're all around, and they really help out. Or if you want to donate directly, tip jars up there, drop $1 in the bucket. I can get a taco or maybe a burrito. But yeah, so that's my video. So until next time, it's the shintigercurl, that dude in the straw hat, saying good night, and Cena Owens. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Cena Owens. Cena Owens.